Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Siyabonga Nene, the chairman of 11 Swallows. Um, as from today, we are starting with the interviews. We are interviewing players, coaches, management, and the supporters of the team in this current time of the COVID-19. What are they doing? What motivates them to be in sports? So in our studio today, we have the captain of our first team, Bonkaya Ngango, and also the first team coach, Upatumu Zimazwi. So I'll give them an opportunity to introduce themselves. I'll start with the captain, Bonkaya.
Okay, good evening everyone to the family, Swallows family. Kunye naye wonke umuntu obukeleyo le interview. Igama lami ndingibonga ikhaya, Ifani Ngungcango, well known as Bongs. I am the captain of the senior team for 11 Swallows Football Club. I will be doing interview today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bongs. I will also give the opportunity to your first team coach, Upatumu Zimazwi. Pet.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Upatum Zimazwi, the coach of 11 Swallows senior team. Zba Usia Echilo will be having interviews as Mhlawumbi pangwe 8 o'clock Ugapambil. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Pet Nagwe Bonkaya. So I will just start with Ubonkaya. I just wanted to know, Bonkaya, you are a soccer player, you're captain of the team. So cela nje usinike i-player okanye i-team, in fact okanye both abantu abathe bakunika influence ukuze uchoose i-sports esiyi-soccer, because there is cricket, there is rugby, there's all other kind of sports, but you decided to play soccer. So ubani lo okanye yiphi le team ekunike influence as a youngster ukhula kule lali okhule kuyo up until you decide to join the sport?
Okay, to answer that question, firstly, I will say that God gave me the talent because I can say that the net talent is Ninzi, because I was first an athlete, 100 meter and the 200 meter sprinter. I have a record there. But since I was young, growing up at the age of 9 years old, that's when I realized that I'm a good soccer player. I used to play with older guys, older than me. So I was a good player. Everyone, Klasidlala, will be like, Ubong Susecalin Lam. So growing up, I grew up supporting Orlando Pirates because of my father. My father likes Orlando Pirates a lot. Then I will have to go there and watch football with him when Pirates is playing. So the player that inspired me at that time, it was the late Manyatela, and it was also Gift Lerem, those guys, and Steve Lekwelia. When I'm watching them, I was like, one day I'll be like those guys. So I grew up supporting Orlando Pirates and also Cristiano Ronaldo. I used to watch Ronaldo when Ronaldo is playing. So I will be like, one day I'll be scoring those goals. From the age of 9 years old, I was the top goal scorer of under 11. I was playing for under 11 at the age of 9 years old. And I was winning the awards there, player of the season, winning the top goal scorers, all that. But all in all, I was inspired by the late Manyatela. The guy was so good. It was so inspirational to me, to the point that now I'm a soccer player. I'm scoring those goals, you see. So I was inspired by that guy. Thank you.
Yeah. Into ebonakalayo mos last season, I think, if I'm not mistaken, but coach Wako can also add on that. I think you were the leading goal scorer last season and you scored the winning goal that win the league last season. So
Yes, of course.
that means umsebenzi kaManyathela uyabonakala.
Yeah, uyabonakala wona, and awusezawubonakala because even this season, but the pandemic happened. I was planning to score a hat-trick this season. Last season I was scoring brace, but this season my aim was to score hat-tricks each and every game that I'm playing. Because I used to score brace when I'm playing the so-called big teams in Fulani. I score brace. So this season I was hoping to score hat-trick, but then there was a COVID that happened. But there is time. There is time after COVID. We will play football again. So I am pushing myself. The guy inspired me a lot. You can see when I'm playing, I give it my all. So that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed, Msiana, he was the top goal scorer last season. So I can say congratulations, Bongs. I mean, on my side, you're one of the best players I ever coached in Anzigana Fulham. So, yeah, well done.
Okay. Coming to you, Pat, as the first team of 11, first team coach of 11 Swallows. I know that you coach different teams before, different divisions before you coach your first team. So you started going common divisions. You coach them, and then last season you coach your first team, and then you won the league with them. So ngifuna nje usinike i-idea, which team division did you enjoy coaching most in the division that you coach at 11 Swallows?
Oh, Siana, this question it's a very difficult for me to answer. As you know, I started coaching under 14, and we almost win the league. Also, we under 14. I was number two with 1 point left of us in winning league. So it's a difficult question for me. But all I can say, I enjoyed coaching the first team than all the division I've coached before. Because there's a lot of things that I observed, a lot of things that I learned from them. Yeah, because under 14, ngabantwana, so they just do what you tell them to do. So for me, coach our first team, I mean, there's a lot that I in this fundileyo. Not only because I said I enjoy because CSA winning league. I mean, there's a lot of things that I learned from them also.
Mm. Okay, thank you very much, Pet. Ngizobuyela kubo ngikhaya again. Bongs, i-question yami yesibili enginayo kuwe is that last year, as we have indicated before, that you were the captain of the first team, and you also won the league on your first season as a captain of the first team. So, can you give us your experience as a captain and the experience in winning the league as a captain?
Okay, firstly, I will thank the coach for choosing me. It was an honor and a privilege to be chosen because I thought maybe I arrived at the team for 2017, meaning that I have 3 seasons with the team. But as a captain, I only played 2 full seasons at the team. There are players who grew up there playing for 11 Swallows from the junior level up to the senior level. I thought maybe one of those players will lead the team, but I've given the opportunity by the coach to lead the team. But being a captain, it was not my first time because at my junior levels, 2 seasons, I was a captain and I was winning trophies there. But then by the help that I get and the advice I get from the management of Swallows, the players and the coach, my head coach, it is the one that pushed me to do even more. Being a captain is not just wearing that armband. Um, Being a captain is not just wearing that armband. There are responsibilities that goes with that. You have to work hard. You have to sacrifice. You have to do a lot for the team. So that alone is a huge responsibility. But ndikwazile uyinyamezela ndenza konke okusemandleni am. Sasebenza siyi-team. So winning league, it was the goal of a team, which was important more than the role that I was playing. Being a captain was not more important than winning the league. So the league, it was the goal of the team to win the league. So we have to fulfill that goal. So it was the priority of the team to win the league, more than me being a captain wearing that armband, being recognized as a captain. So being a captain is not just wearing that armband. It
I think we lost Bongs there due to technicalities. We'll have to go back to him and ask that question as well. So Pat, while Ubongs is gone, I'm gonna ask the similar questions to you as well that I asked Ubongs. That you coached the first team last season. It was your first season as a coach there, and also you won the league in your first season. You just also have to give us an experience. What was your experience in there? The challenges, the good things that you experience in there as the first team head coach, as well as winning the league.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing. Firstly, what I can tell, what I can say, ne, uh, I gained a lot of experience from coaching senior team. As I said before, I did coach under 14. And when you appointed me as the coach of the senior team, bending a phone, because I know there's a lot of challenges to be the coach of the senior team. But I told myself, look, ndizakwenza kangangoko, although zizaba khona ii-difficulties as coach ube coacha first team before ube ne-challenges ezithile, so I knew oba zizaba khona ii-challenges, but I told myself, I talked to the players, I told them, look guys, let's not fight, and if you don't understand into ethile, you're more than welcome ukuza ku-coach uthethe nam, then silungise. As ucaptain echilo naye, our goal was to win league. So I told myself from the beginning when you appointed me as the coach of the senior team, so I want to win the league. I have to work hard no matter what, challenges, no challenges, I don't care. As long as the team goes forward, we win the league. I'm not going to mention each challenges. There was a lot of challenges, but bekwenzeke okuthile nothile, but there was challenges, and there was a lot of them. But having the team that we had that understood me, and I also understood them, they believed in me, I also believed in them, and that's ile essence oba sinantsike sikwazi oba masiwine ne-league.
Yeah.
So yeah, kukangako.
Okay. Thank you very much, Pet. I will check whether Bongs is back online. Bongs, are you back? Bongikaya?
Yes, I'm
Uncle
back.
Oh, okay, you back. Can we see you your video? We can continue. Okay. Okay, Bongs.
Okay,
yes, yes, you can continue.
apologies for what happened. So I was saying that the goal of the team was to win the league. So being a captain was just being a captain is just like all the other players that are on the field. But I lead the guys. The guys bakwazile uba ndibalide, bavumile, they give me the chance. But there were challenges somewhere, somehow. Each and every family have those issues, the family issues. So we have sorted those issues. And the support that I get from coach Bonke from the lower division to my coach is the one that also pushed me, because there were times that ndiphelelwe ngamandla ndiqonda yeah, this is a burden, this is a huge burden, but then I have to lead the guys. We have a lot of young stars in our team. As I am also young, there are older guys than me there, but I am a senior player, so I have to lead the guys. I have to motivate the guys. I have to work hard.
Bongs, are we losing him again?
Until we lose him
Yeah.
again.
I think we're losing him. So while we still
Bongs,
while we're still sorting out two Bongs, can we continue, Pat, with another question for you? Then we'll just give him 2 or 3 questions in a row, because I think, not too sure whether it's load shedding or what, because we are using these technologies. So there's a lot of things that's happening. So we have to go to you, Pat, again, and ask you some questions. So we're gonna go ask you another question, Pat, and we know that you coach Inter LFA last season, season before, so for more than one season, you're coaching Inter LFA, so you're coaching the squad, different teams in the Inter LFAs, so different divisions. So can you give us an indication based on your experience, based on your coaching the squads of the LFA? So how do you rate the talents of Mfuleni? Because you coach the team, you coach the squads, different divisions of the squads as well. So tell us more in terms of your experience, in terms of the quality of the players from Mfuleni.
Thank you, Sian. Yo, guys, what I can tell you, yo, we've got great players in Fuleni. The talent is on a high level. There is no doubt about that. We have quality players. Everything is there.
Okay. Thank you very much. I see Ubong is back because I think le question here, the clarity ye coaching ye into ye experience yakho ihambisela umbane. So let's go to another question and see, and so that we can avoid to uphinde ulahleka again. So question elandelayo is that you have played in different provinces and in different teams before. Tell us which team okanye which player ekunike ubunzima like if you udlala nale team kanye if you udlala nale player konde hey namhlanje kuzoba nzima because ngiyodibana nobani okanye ngiyodibana nale team. So which team actually give you problem and which player gave you problem?
To be honest, this question inzima le question le uyiphendula because I myself as a soccer player, co-player ndiyoyikayo mna to play against. But then there was a team up in Fuleni which was in Apuli, with the likes of Swahla, the likes of Shakira, and the guys, the many more guys. The guys, they were good. I was still playing at DT that time. So we'll have Kasol Nala team. Then some of our players on pitch because the guys they were good. So this is the only team that I was scared of Mfuleni. This is the only team in my entire football career that I have faced, which is difficult to beat. It is a team that it is difficult to score against because at that time I never score against those guys. But there was also a no name, but I managed to score a hat trick against no name. So, but also the guys were good because if you play against the guys, we'll see that you were playing a match. I'm not taking anything away from other teams that I've played against. The guys, they are difficult. But as a player, as Bongs, there is no player that I fear. So you have to aim high so that you can be succeed. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bongs. I'm gonna stick with you. I'm gonna stick with you.
Even
yes, Mars, we can come in.
benza Bongs, even nayo inantsika the likes of Shakira is not that uba mhlawumbi besiboyika. 11 Swallows, there is no team that we fear for. Zonke team ukuthi ziyalingana. So it doesn't matter what team nobi velaphi, then it's the same thing. They're all the same level.
Okay, thank you very much, Pet. I will just go back to you, Bonkaya, so I'll stick with you. So I know that you are a university graduate, so you studied and you played football as well. So I just want to ask you, usinike i-advice yakho kanye i-opinion yakho. Kubaluleke kangakanani ukuthi ufunde while you're playing isoccer kanye you need to focus kwi-soccer ungafocus ekufundeni okanye you need to balance both soccer and education?
Oh, okay. Thank you for that question, Dacia. It is very important. We as soccer players, we forgot that education, that is the first priority in life because there is no one that can take your education away from you. So what I can say, I am a university graduate. I was studying full-time and I was also playing soccer full-time. I think the two, they go along because you can't pass without working hard. You have to sacrifice some of the things also in football. You have to sacrifice, you have to give it your all, you have to work hard. So I think the two, they go along. So I did study it, I did play football. And the scientists, they say that the more you exercise, the more you open your brain so that it can function properly. So I am a graduate. I am also a soccer player full time. To me, the first priority, it is education. As the late Tatu Nelson Mandela said, education, it is the key to success. So education, it opens doors, the doors that were closed, but through education, you can open those doors. But in football, you can get an injury, which is a reality. Then you can't play again. Like the likes of Meyiwa, the guy that was playing for Kaiser Chiefs, and it was involved in an accident. So in football, there is no guarantee that you can play football your entire life. But through education, there is no one that can take your education away from you until death separates you. So to me, education, it is the first priority. The guys, they must go to school, bafunde, then bayidlale ibhola. But education eyona nto ibalulekileyo, eyona nto iza kuqala. But the two, they go along, because in order for you, your brain to function properly, you have to exercise. So we have to go to football and play there. You know, if awukho bholeni usezincwadini zakho, but yonke into inexesha layo. You can't say that you're busy with school, you can't play football. Yonke into inexesha layo. So if you plan, and the time management is very important. If you use your time properly, you will plan that at this time I am going to the training, at this time I will be studying my books. So there are such excuses. Then the player will say, no, I won't come to the training because I am writing. No, I was going, and ndandisiya mna ndihambe ngondizobhala i-exam because ndiyayazi ixesha lam lofunda ndiyalazi ixesha lam lencwadi. But education is the first priority.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bongs. I will go back to Pet Mazwi. Pet, we know that you have been working throughout
Yes.
from level 5, level 4, level 3, all the levels. You are one of those essential workers. We need your advice, your experience in terms of the current situation that we're facing of COVID-19. What advice can you give to our people, to your players, to the parents, and to everyone that support football, not only 11 Swallows, but football as a whole, and also those that doesn't support football? So what advice can you give to them regarding the situation that we're facing in terms of the COVID-19?
Okay, thanks, Msiana. Although you are breaking somehow, then I can't hear what you're saying, but I will answer the question. What I can tell the players, everybody at home, is to stay at home. We know we were on a time that is not right for everyone. COVID-19 situation is not right. So I can just tell the people, players, to stay at home, go out when it's necessary, keep social distance at all times, wash hands with soap, use sanitizer, what else? Mask. Uh, I think that's all. And guys, we know that some of us, we take the COVID-19 for granted. And there's a lot of people that say, no, this is nothing, COVID-19 dead, COVID-19 dead. Guys, COVID-19 is there and it's killing us. Iyabulala. So masingayithathi i-COVID-19 for granted as ingathi into engekhoyo. Ikhona. So if awuzinakekeli iza kubulala i-COVID-19. So ndiyanicela parents, bazali, abantwana masibanakekeleni, especially the young ones. Masingabavumeli abantwana bayodlala estratweni, because really i-COVID, it's dangerous and iyabulala. And the other thing, there's say abantu abadala ekuthiwa i-COVID it's only affect abantu abadala. No, it doesn't work like that. Abantwana mabahlala ezindlini bangayodlala phandle, because abantwana baya affecteka i-COVID and they die of i-COVID. So please, so masame khipha inantsika i-distance, abantwana bahlale ezindlini.
Okay. Thank you very much, Pet. I will come to you, Bongs. I will ask a similar question as I asked Bongs. Pet, Actually, ezakho zizoba mbili, but with in line with COVID-19. That firstly, as a football player, what have you been doing to keep yourself fit, in good shape in this period? And also, what message can you give to people regarding this COVID-19 that is hitting the country and the world as a whole?
Okay, thank you, Tasia, for those questions. They are very important. So it is hard for me as a footballer to train by myself, because I will jog and I will do those some exercise, but I'm getting there. Ndiyabaleka ekuseni, ndiyabaleka when I have time, so ndiyajima, so that when we get back to the field, at least fitness is khona, so I won't have to start from scratch. So to come to the COVID part, COVID, it is really COVID yabulala. COVID, I can't race whether you are black, white, or COVID, it kills everyone. So we have to adhere to precautions as begiweyo. We have to obey those precautions. We have to keep the social distance. We have to wear those masks. We have to use sanitizers. If I was protecting protect alone to your neighbor, your parents, whatsoever, your friends. So if we're not uti COVID, it is not really kuwe COVID ayikho manyani. Siyabukela ezindabeni COVID yababulala abantu. There are also people with the community that we live abane COVID-19, and COVID-19 it is really iyabulala. So what I can say ebantwini masiyithathe serious, and to football players, masiyeke lento yodlala ezitratweni, masilinde ixesha liyeza, iCovid izodlula, ibhola isezoba khona. But ubomi, once yabuthatha iCovid, ubomi buphinde bube khona, but ibhola lisekhona ithuba loba siphinde siyidlale. So what I would like to say to the youngsters, because I can see that xa ndihamba apha elokishini, abantu abadala, abantwana kudlalwa ibhola, yiloo nto. So they forgot about iCovid. iCovid iyabulala, you will never play football again once you are dead. But if you obey those rules, then sizokwazi uyinqoba iCovid, then we get back to field. Sonke siyafuna uye ebaleni sifike sidlale into esiyithandayo, which is the football. But we have to obey the rules so that you can back to the field. Thank you.
Thank you very much, boss.